All right, guys, let's get some MLB plays and props for Wednesday, May 15th slate of games. Trey, leaderboards, start us off.
Yeah, good old-fashioned sweep of the board on the MLB game picks. I gave out the Red Sox on the money line versus the Rays, and they won in extra innings by a score of 5-4. Back and forth game. At the end of the game, we're on top.
Yeah, and I had the under 4.5 runs scored in the first 5 innings between the Astros and the Oakland Athletics. Only 1 run scored in that game. It was a solo shot by Alex Bregman, and I believe the second inning. So good pitching from J.P. Sears. Blanco was okay. He only went 3 innings, but the bullpen came in and saved us. So 1-0 day there. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off.
Yeah, and I'm 0-0 here at the moment. I almost hitting. I gave out Dylan Cease over 8.5 strikeouts versus the Rockies. That's what it came out at. And that's a lot of strikeouts. But, hey, 5 innings through for Cease right now. He is at 8. So I just need to hope he goes a little bit longer and strikes out one more batter. Let's go. And then my batting prop, Gunnar Henderson, over 1.5 total bases versus the Blue Jays. That was postponed.
Yeah, Trey, I am currently 0-1. Mitchell Parker was my loss. Double hurt on this one. Nationals lost outright to the White Sox. Mitchell Parker, he only had a couple bad throws. He did give up 3 runs in the game, and, he gave it up with 2 outs. And I'm pretty sure he's given up all of his runs with 2 outs in his career so far. So bad day there for Mitchell Parker. My player prop for batting is Mookie Betts over 1.5 bases. Currently has a single going up against the Giants in the 4th inning. So hopefully he can get us one more single and we can go 1-1 on the day. Trey, let's go to the game picks for tomorrow. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to be breaking down this St. Louis Cardinals going up against Los Angeles Angels game, and I'm pretty pumped to watch this one. That's because we're getting 2 no bueno pitchers on the mound here. I'm going to be taking the over 8.5 total runs in this game. I love that it's at 8.5 and not 9.5 because the Cardinals, they're throwing out Lance Lynn here, and Lynn, he has a 1-1 record with a 3.79 ERA, paired the 1.41 WHIP, and Lynn, he's ranked in the bottom half in a ton of pitching categories. So the Angels, they definitely should be licking their chops for this pitching matchup. And the Angels, they're throwing out Griffin Canning in this game, and Canning, he has a 1-4 record with a 5.75 ERA, paired the 1.35 WHIP, and Canning, he's even worse. He's ranked in the bottom 20% of starting pitchers in almost every pitching category. So the Cardinals, they're definitely going to be jumping up and down seeing him on the mound. And with these 2 starting pitchers that we have, we should see some runs early. And with these 2 bullpens being not very good either, they combine to average an ERA of 9.14. So I think we're going to see some runs throughout this game as well. I think we're going to see a few dingers leave the yard, and we just need to hope that there's some base runners on base whenever those do happen so we can cash this bet pretty quickly. So give me the over here of 8.5 total runs in the Cardinals versus Angels game.
Yep, do like the play there for you, Trey. For my play today, I'm going to be looking at the Dodgers going up against the Giants. This is the latest game on the slate, and I think runs going to be hard to come by in this one, even for the Dodgers. I'm going to take the under in the first 5 as the play. The Dodgers, they're going to be throwing out Tyler Glasnow, and over the last 4 games, it's been nothing but strikeouts and eating up innings for the Dodgers. Tyler has now gone 4 consecutive games, pitching 6+ innings against the Mets, Blue Jays, Braves, and Padres. He's got a total of 28 innings, an average of 7 innings over the last 4 games, and he's given up a total of 15 hits, only 4 runs, striking out 39. He started the season off a little bit slow, but he's worked his ERA back down to 2.53. He's got a sub-1 WHIP as well, 0.86. From everything that we've seen over the last couple of games, he should be able to pitch a shutout against the Giants. For the Giants, they're going to be counting with their ace, Logan Webb. He's had kind of the opposite start of this Glasnow this season. He was pitching very well a couple months ago, giving up just 1 run over the first 4 games, going 7+ innings in all those games. Now he's struggled just a little bit over the last 3, giving up 10 runs on 26 hits over the last 3 games. He's brought his ERA up to 3.38. He did have a decent appearance in his last start, going 7 innings against the Reds, only giving up 2 runs in that game, but he still gave up 8 hits. That should show you, though, how good he is at getting himself out of jams. I do think Logan Webb is going to be able to hold his own in this game. I like both the arms on the mound. I'm going to take the under first 5 as the play here. We got a number?
No, not yet.
Under 7.5 for the total, so probably like 4, 3.5, 4.5. I don't know. We'll play it by ear. It'll probably be out in the morning, but I'm going to take the under first 5. Trey, let's go to the player props. Have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go over and take William Contreras here, and I'm going to take him to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Pirates. I love this over for Contreras in this game. We've seen him dominate this year and honestly start to have an MVP-like season because through 41 games, Contreras, he has 57 hits, 30 RBIs, and 38 runs scored. That's an average of 3.04 per game. He has just been on absolute fire, and I have to expect that to continue in this one. That is because of his pitching matchup versus the Pirates. Pittsburgh, they're throwing out Martin Perez here, and Perez, he is just not great at all. He has a 3.6 ERA paired with a 1.4 WHIP, and Contreras, he has a career 500 batting average against Martin Perez. So I think that we're going to see Contreras come in the batter's box with a lot of confidence in his swing. So give me William Contreras here to go over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs against the Pirates.
Yep, like the play there for you, Trey. For my batting prop, give me Tommy Pham over 1.5 bases going up against the Nationals. This is another deep dive using advanced analytics, just like the Kyle Tucker play a couple days ago. Using Baseball Savant, you can pick up some pretty good player props to use, even if they play for the Chicago White Sox. Before we get into these advanced stats, so Tommy Pham, he's been the best player on the White Sox ever since he got traded here or picked up here. He's hitting .293 this season. Over the last 10 games, he's collected 10 hits and has 3 multi-hit games over those 10 games. He's going to be the leadoff spot tonight going up against Patrick Corbin of the Nationals. And looking at Patrick Corbin's stats on the season, they're god-awful. Whenever you look, Trey, at the advanced analytics on Patrick Corbin, you can actually see that he's the worst pitcher in baseball this season. Patrick Corbin, he's got 5 pitches. He doesn't throw his four-seam fastball very much. He doesn't throw his changeup very much. In fact, I've been watching Patrick Corbin for a while. I don't even know if he throws his changeup at all anymore. He's only thrown 41 on the season, 90 fastballs this year. His favorite pitch, the sinker and the slider. 252 sinkers, 198 sliders, the cutter, 115 of those. If you go to Baseball Savant, you can see how many he's thrown, how well players are hitting off of those pitches that he throws. His sinker this season and his slider this season are his 2 worst pitches over the other than his changeup. Players against his sinker are hitting .362. Players against his slider, .378. Now, the only thing you have left to do is go to the White Sox roster, pick out a guy who's hitting a good sinker and a good slider, the best in the lineup. Didn't take very long to find Tommy Pham. He's the leadoff hitter. Tommy this season hitting .333 against the sinker, .286 against the slider. Not only are those 2 best pitches that he's hitting, Tommy this season has 17 total hits. 16 of those 17s have been against fastballs or breaking balls. The only pitcher that seems like he can't hit is the changeup, and luckily for him, Patrick Corbin's only thrown 42 of those this year. There should be a lot of sinkers and a lot of sliders for Tommy Pham in this game. He's going to have a lot of opportunities. Hopefully we see him twice against Patrick Corbin. He should win at least one of those matchups. Give me his over 1.5 bases here as the play. Trey, let's go to the pitching props. Have you start us off?
Yeah, guys, I'm going to go with one of Bears' favorite pitchers here. Give me Austin Gomber to go under 3.5 strikeouts against the Padres. I know it's a pretty low number, but I do love this under for Gomber in this one because we have seen him get lit up this year, and I do expect him to get lit up in this game and have another early exit, and that's going to allow us to easily smash the under here for a pitcher that's already not known as a high-volume strikeout pitcher. That's because Gomber has one of the slowest fastballs in the MLB that checks in at an average of 89.9 miles per hour. That is no bueno. I expect the Padres' big bats to be all over that speed. And Gomber, he only has a strikeout rate of 16.1, which is ranked in the bottom 13% of starting pitchers. So Gomber, he's going to get lit up in this game, and that's going to allow him to get his normal strikeout mark, which is only an average of 3.75 strikeouts per game. And whenever we parlay that with his matchup here against the Padres, it makes me love it even more because San Diego, they only strike out an average of 7.39 times per game, which is the 4th lowest in the MLB. I highly doubt Austin Gomber reaches the 4 strikeout number. I even highly doubt he even reaches the 4-inning number. Give me Austin Gomber to go under 3.5 strikeouts versus the Padres.
Okay, the unnecessary shot with the 4 innings was where I drew the line. But, yeah, I do like the play there for you. Is it a road game?
It is a road game. It is at San Diego.
Okay, all right. For my pitching prop, it's going to be Marcus Stroman, over 2.5 earned runs going up against the Twins. Marcus Stroman, he's shown glimpses of being a great pitcher over the last 2 seasons with the Cubs. There's a reason, though, I can't put this guy in a great category, and that's because he's not able to go 6+ innings anymore. I remember watching him on the Cubs last season. It felt like every single time he was on the mound, he was on a pitch count. They just wouldn't let him go 6 innings. The Yankees have been doing the exact same thing that the Cubs were doing. He went 6 innings in the first 2 starts, and then after that, 5 straight appearances he cut off at the 5th inning. He hasn't been able to work out of the 5th inning in any of his other 6 starts this season. He's coming into this game with a 3.80 ERA, and he's been a little bit off, especially with his control over the last couple of games, and that's why I'm going to take his over runs allowed, even if he does only go 5 innings. The Twins, we talk about them struggling to hit the ball a lot, but this is actually the hottest team in baseball right now. They've won 17. I should have asked you, Trey, how many games they won in a row. They've won 17 of 20 games. I mean, that's pretty impressive for the Minnesota Twins here. They've been scoring very well over these past 20 games as well, and Marcus Stroman is coming into this game struggling. I do want to mention the Twins, they just lost to the Yankees, so now they've won 17 of 21 in case anybody wanted to fact check that. Stroman, he's struggling with the control. I touched on it. He's given up 22 walks this season, and just over the last 3 games, he's given up 12 of those 22. He's given up 6+ hits and 4+ earned runs in 2 of the last 3 games as well. I do think the Twins will be able to put it on him, so I'm going to take his over 2.5 runs, even if he only goes 5 innings in this game. Trey, let's go to the graphic. Have you start us off.
Yeah, guys, I went with the over 8.5 total runs in the Cardinals versus Angels game. With these 2 pitchers we should see runs galore. Also going with William Contreras, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs versus the Pirates. He's in the 2-hole for the Brewers, so he's going to get a ton of opportunities for us to hit the over there. Also, Austin Gomber, under 3.5 strikeouts versus the Padres. Padres don't strike out. Gomber does not strike out people. Love that.
Yeah, and I'm going to go with the under here in the first 5 between the Dodgers and the Giants. Don't have a number yet. Probably going to be 3.5 or 4.5, but stay tuned for that. Check it in the morning. I'm going to take it whatever it comes out at in the morning. And then give me Tommy Pham, over 1.5 bases going up against the Nationals. That's really just going up against Patrick Corbin. I really think he's going to have it in the bottom of the first, but we should see. Well, we're going to see on that one. I really think he's going to get it in the first inning. And then Marcus Stroman, over 2.5 earned runs going up against the Twins. Stroman's been struggling with his control lately, 22 walks on the season. The Twins have been playing really good baseball, so I like the Twins in this game to put some runs up on Stroman. Guys, that's going to do it for the MLB picks and props for Wednesday, May 15th slate of games. If you guys enjoyed the content, please sure to drop a like on this video and subscribe to the channel below. See you guys next video, and thanks for watching. We also have 12,000 subs coming right around the bend. We're at 10,200. We're going to give away 2 tickets to anybody to any game they want, NBA, NFL, college basketball. It doesn't matter. We can wait until the new season for NFL. Any game you want to go, whenever we get to 12K, we're going to have that giveaway coming up as well. Leaderboard. We had multiple questions this morning about how to become a member for the YouTube channel. Let's do that really quick tutorial. You're going to go to youtube.com. You're going to go to Bears Profit Plays. You're going to search it in. You're going to hit our thing. There's a join button right just to the right of subscribe. You're going to click that. There's 2 options. You have the Bear Pack for $4.99. That gives you access to YouTube member plays. And then you have the Bear Pack Gold for $7.99 a month. That gives you access to our member plays on YouTube, and it gives you a 1-month membership to our website, bearsprofitplays.com. So if you get the Bear Pack Gold, you save yourself $2 a month, a little bit cheaper if you want to do that. But that is the tutorial for anybody that needed it. We had multiple questions today through email about how to do it, and it wasn't working. But if you want to know, there it is right there. Trey,